Hey, I've come to the conclusion that America's full of dumbasses and doorknobs. And I don't have doorknobs. I'm not smart enough to use a doorknob, so I have to use one of these lever door latches. And the reason why I say, no, actually, the reason why I use that is because sometimes if I have something, I'm carrying a hive and the door's not open, I just actually hit that with a hive, and then I can pull it. It's just easier for me to open the door. And the reason I say dumbasses and doorknobs, because everybody has a doorknob in their house, and majority of them are smart enough to use it, but you're not smart enough to realize you're being brainwashed by your government and the media. The government's controlled by the rich, and the media's paid by the rich. The people that work at your local TV station are paid by the rich people, so they're going to spout off the lies the rich people tell them to spout off. And the beekeepers, for instance, every year they want to go out to the almonds of California and make that money. And if you watch a lot of those documentaries, a lot of those beekeepers say they need that money in order to survive. Why are you having a hard time surviving? Because your bees are dying from the chemicals. There's not enough honey in the world. Most of the honey is adulterated, but yet our government doesn't do anything about it. They let in all this honey from overseas that's been saturated with rice syrup and whatever. And the beekeepers are too stupid to stand up against the government. Your bees are having a hard time because of the toxic chemicals, okay? And your bees are dying, which is causing you to have losses. And because you have those losses, you got to go out to the almonds of California and make over $200 per hive pollinating those almonds. But if you were to stop pollinating, go on a pollinating strike, they would be forced to remove those chemicals from our environment, and you wouldn't have those losses every fucking year, okay? You bunch of stupid asses. All right, sorry I swear, but I get so sick of this. Every spring I put up with the same shit. The crop farmers in my area spray chemicals all year long, or actually all spring, summer, and fall. They don't do it during the winter. It gets into my hives. The toxic chemicals, neonics, glyphosates, okay? It's in my hives. My bees have a hard time. They get really small during the winter because the bees don't live very long. During the summer, when the queen's laying, you don't notice it that much. But during the winter, when the queen's not laying, you sure the hell notice it. This right here was a large colony going into winter. And now look. I've got it down to one of my nukes. I use my insulated fillers. This is a 5-frame nuke in a deep. I've lost probably 30% of my colonies this winter from either the queen dying, majority of them the queen dies, or the rest of them, the bees having a hard time. There's not enough bees in there. They want to abscond because they think if they go somewhere else, life is going to be better. But that's not the case. They don't realize I'm doing my best. I just can't keep up with it. I'm doing my best to give them the proper environment. And I know all these frames are toxic, but what can I do? I can't afford to replace the frames every year and have them rebuild the comb. And it takes a lot of energy for these bees to rebuild this comb and these frames. If I replace these frames every year, it's not practical. It wouldn't work. And it seems like every spring, as soon as it warms up and it gets better, and the queens are able to be successful at keeping brood in the hive, doing their laying, there's the queen. They got to replace those bees that die. And I'm the only person that I know of in the world that uses a room during the winter to bring in the small colonies that are having issues. And I'm the only person in the world that's smart enough not to have to come up with a nuke box and a bottom board for that and whatever. I use my same deeps. I put in an insulated filler. I use scrap material that was left over from building all my other parts of the hive. It doesn't cost me anything, just my time. I make it a 5-frame, keeps the wax moths under control, keeps them warmer, and if I want to do a hive inspection, I don't actually have to take out the frame. And I like this when I'm doing my mating nukes. I can check and see if the virgin queen's still in there. I'm not pulling out frames looking to see if the virgin queen... I've seen these stupid hive boxes with 2 frames. How the hell are you going to look? You can't even tip the frame one way or the other. You know, it's too bad I'm a guy. If I were a woman wearing a two-piece bikini, maybe you guys would want to watch my videos. I see these stupid women on YouTube. Finally get a timely time to do my hive inspections. Oh, whoopee, I do hive inspections all winter long in Michigan. Why can't you guys just wake up? It's not that complicated. How many bees came off this cluster of bees here? Whoa, what, 10? It'd take me 10 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever to pick these bees up and get them back on here. It's so simple. I can do hive inspections all winter long to figure out what's going on. If this colony didn't have a queen, I could combine it with another colony in the middle of winter. Yes, in the middle of winter. Why would I have to wait until spring? You guys are so stupid, okay? That's why I come up with the idea America's full of dumbasses and doorknobs, and I don't have doorknobs because I'm too stupid to use one, okay? Thank you.